Good afternoon, everyone. This is a little bit of a different approach to the desktop confessional. I'm going to call this the Labor Day edition of things. So I am broadcasting to you somewhere in Redondo Beach, somewhere in a different kind of office. This is not the Forerunner like I usually do in the summers, and this is actually my normal car, the Hyundai Elantra. And I am not on an Uber run. I'm not doing anything work-related. I am actually just getting out of a happy lunch and trying to get the, or at least accept the surreal fact that I did not have to wake up at 5 a.m. this morning. It's really awkward. So as I had mentioned before, since June 5th of this year, which was the last Monday before the last week of school. I've had to wake up at 5 a.m. every single Monday until today. Now, there were several reasons why I'd wake up at 5 a.m. One of them was because of a 6 a.m. start time for my work at the Performing Arts Summer Camps, which was actually kind of the nice part of having to wake up at 5 a.m. And that's where I'm in the office, and I'm doing, and I'm in the Forerunner, and I'm driving and getting Starbucks for my people in Studio City and all that fun stuff. So, there was that. But the other reason why I've had to wake up at 5 a.m. is that I have been now required to arrive to schools anywhere between 7 and 7:15, and in order for me to do that, I have to wake up. At least anywhere between 5 and 5:15 in the morning. So it really makes for a hard time. And there are many reasons why I'm not a fan of having to wake up so early and having to be at school so early. One of the ones, and I don't, it's up to, whoever, you find it petty or not, but, there's a coffee shop I really like, and I can't get their iced coffee because they don't open till 7 a.m., which is the same time that I have to be at work. So that's no fun. And in addition to that, having to, get the motivation to wake up at 5 a.m. every day to go somewhere where you really don't want to be because that, things are just going to hit the fan as soon as you get to work, it just makes for a difficult time. And, having Labor Day and having this break, and then knowing that tomorrow I don't have to come into school until noon because of a job interview. It just makes things even more surreal, It's been a long road. If I had to say, I mentioned this many times in my frequent desktop confessionals at work, that this summer by far has been one of the most difficult. And this Labor Day, the fact that I don't have to work this Labor Day, the fact that nobody, no staff works this Labor Day is amazing. Because every single Christmas break and every single Thanksgiving break and every single spring break, I have had to work at school. I have not had a quote-unquote break for ages. Because what happens is, and it's one thing, I'm not sure if this is the same for, charter school organizations or this is the same for school districts, but whenever there's a break involved, because it's like, oh yeah, you're a school employee, which means, you get all the spring breaks and the summer breaks and everything. You get it all off, right? I'm like, no, that's complete horse crap. Now, if you're an hourly employee, you don't get the same rights. You don't get the same kind of off days as you would as a salaried teacher. You just don't get it. We work behind the scenes. We keep doing what we're doing, and unfortunately, that just means that, our job just looks like a regular job, and it really has no perks in that sense, And then, of course, with being my situation, if you combine that with pretty much the depressive oppression that I've had to deal with since December, it makes the whole situation even more degrading. So, yeah, you do your best and you try to get through, and I have to use my sick days sparingly and my vacation days very sparingly because, if I wanted to, for example, let's say for some reason I wanted to take that spring break off, which I would probably end up